So, Steve, I want to answer a question for you to look back at your own career and think about people that hired you. Do you, again, between the polarities of competence or competence and potential, do you think that people hired you based on your potential, or do you think that they hired you based on your competence? And then, as you answer that question, I want to get your take on those two things. Do you believe in hiring based on one or the other? And not, I know the answer is both. I get it, but I'm going to ask
Yeah.
you to kind of stick to
Well,
one side or the other.
it's a great question, William, and there is no right answer on this one.
Right.
And like this is why I love the art form and the science of talent, because there is no right culture, there is no right leadership style. There's so many different dimensions that fit. That's why when we see all this Silicon Valley tourism, like, oh yeah, let's go to Google, let's do what they do. Well, you're not Google, you're not Larry Page and Sergey Brin, you're not in that industry. It may not work for you. So when I think about it, I definitely have evolved my thinking on this one. And when I started, I was much more experiential, prove to me you've done it, competence based. I have definitely shifted that a lot over, especially the last 15 years, to, I don't necessarily call it potential, what I refer to it as learning velocity.
Oh, cool.
Can you demonstrate to me that you can learn new stuff? Because, and again, I was joking around with someone today. I said, do you know what the shelf life of a job description is today of being real, having value? It's about 3 weeks. So what that means is we need people who can change as the job changes, because job requirements are changing, business needs change faster than ever before. And so having made a few bets. So I had one manager, Mimi Jagu, bless her heart, she passed away a few years ago. And she was a person that hired me at Cisco, never went to college. And she taught me a lesson that is tied to what you're getting at, William, which is hire people better than you. And we had this one, we were trying to hire someone who spoke Mandarin because a lot of our deals had sales staff in China. And we didn't have anyone that was in HR that spoke Mandarin, and we didn't want to hire anyone in China. So let's get someone. So found this guy, ex-military, airborne ranger, self-taught Mandarin, worked for Bacardi in Asia. And he wanted to do M&A work at Cisco. And I interviewed the guy, and I was like, I don't know, I had a little bit of an edge. I don't see him fitting, really intimidated by the guy, honestly. And so she says, well, I think you better hire him, Steve. And I was like, well, whose choice is it? She goes, it's your choice. But I really think, and I said, but Mimi, he's got all these skills and, he's really good. I started to play the, are you sure he's going to stick around because he's so good card, even though I didn't really believe it. And so she really pushed me and finally got me to agree to make him the job offer. He's one of my best friends to this day. And what I learned from hiring people who are better than you and things you're not good at is it lets you do the things you're great at even greater, and you can share the things you don't know very well with someone who wants to learn from you. But it is a kind of a check the ego moment for me, and that was okay, wow, he checked a lot of boxes, but I'm kind of a little intimidated. And how is this going to work? Is he going to be like aiming for my job? And so, and having that moment and being able to work past that, I'm a big believer in taking bets on people who can make you better. But also, if they don't have the requirements that you're looking for, if they've been able to demonstrate they can do it in other places, learn new things, self-taught Mandarin, are you kidding me? Out of the army, unbelievable. And so, guess where he is today? He's like a roaming HR executive over at Google now. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.